Lost in Paris has this. So I ended up with. Hey everybody, Gary here with Pow Music, and in this video I want to show you how I borrowed from Tom MISCH to create my own thing, and how borrowing ideas from other artists is a great way, to me almost the best way, to inspire creativity and to help you develop your own voice. Sounds kind of counterintuitive that you borrow from other artists to develop your own voice, but to me, I had a preconception and a kind of self-limiting belief that being creative, and in moments where I was attempting to be creative, it had to happen out of nowhere, just kind of picked from the sky. And for a long time, I would just sit there and really not have much ideas. But the more I'm learning other music, especially music that I love, the more I'm learning music that I really love, the more I feel like I have ideas to develop my own thing. So the reason why I'm making this video now is because one of my friends started a quarantine jam.
Comfy in my own skin, relaxed like a fitted cap, lounging with the game time hoodie on, sipping yak, thinking about the days when I didn't have to mask up to walk down the block to make a fast buck. I'm asked out.
And he had a Jay Dilla inspired drum beat. And as some of you that know Tom MISCH know, he's super inspired by Jay Dilla, and a lot of his music has elements of that. His dog's name is Dilla. So I started thinking about, some of the things I've learned by transcribing Tom and that Jay Dilla vibe, and I thought about Lost in Paris, and I intentionally, Lost in Paris has this. So then with this vibe, I was like, all right, I love those chords there. So we have this chord, F sharp minor 7 to F sharp minor 9, and then this kind of G sharp minor pentatonic, right? And that rhythm, right? So that was kind of like the basis. Then I love this, and here we have an F sharp over G sharp, then a G sharp over A sharp, and then an A over B, and then an A diminished over B. Right? Like so Tom MISCH right there. So I used those chords exclusively, but just changed the rhythmic feel to match the drum groove and to just try to create something new. So I ended up with this 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so same chords, this, and then. So totally just kind of ripped it off from Tom MISCH, right? But I wanted to make sure that it wasn't a complete rip-off. It was kind of like sampling an artist and reinterpreting, which is in the spirit of Jay Dilla. That is what Jay Dilla did. He sampled people, reinterpreted. And if we think about all our favorite artists, I'm a big blues fan. So when I think about the blues especially, like the lineage, how Stevie Ray Vaughan was just playing Albert King licks, and Jimi Hendrix was playing Buddy Guy licks, and just how, and Clapton was playing Robert Johnson licks, how we can take vocabulary from the artists we love and just say it in our own way, right? Because we connect with it. We kind of share that with them. The moment we connect with their music, it becomes a part of us, and we can tap into that to create our own thing. So that being said, I challenge you to take a song that you really like. Maybe you take the chord progression, maybe you take some sort of technique, some sort of picking pattern, some sort of strum pattern, something from a song that you really like, and use it to create your own layer, your own track. You don't have to create a full song, Like here, I just created a part of a song, and I challenge you to share it in the Fretboard Adventures Facebook group. People are sharing stuff there every day. The link to join is in the description. If you answer there's like 3 questions to get into the group. If you don't answer them, you won't get into the group. You'll just be in this never-ending waiting list. I can't go through that and approve people, and there's no option for me to message people and say, fill out the questions. So fill out the questions, you'll get into the group, and there you could share kind of these creative challenges for most of the lessons I've been putting out. There's a creative challenge to go with it. So share your reinterpretation, your borrow, your steal from an artist, and you making it your own, and post it in that group. Now I also have a lesson with Fret Live animation and Tom playing on Lost in Paris. I'll link to that in the description. And if you want the tab to go along with that lesson and the tab for my part, that is all in the description. That's available to POW Music patrons. If you want to jam with me, with my friend Eyal and Kemrick and Albert and Mike and all these folks we have, if you want to add your part, I'm making a separate video that's just an open invite to anyone watching my YouTube channel to send me in your video and your audio track of you jamming, and I'm gonna put together a giant compilation of all the people that have gotten involved. There's already been a lot, but I just wanna keep adding to it and hearing all the different ideas. So 3 videos you'll see in the description. 1 to the Open Jam invitation, 1 to the Lost in Paris lesson, and then separate links to the Patreon posts where you could get the tab for all of this stuff. So just a note about the technique here, and this is, also borrowed from Tom. So one thing Tom does a lot is this thumb mixed with these, using the fingers to pull the chord. So he goes thumb in the first 3 strings with the index, middle, ring, but then thumb again. All right, everybody, as you can imagine, these videos take a long time to create with the fretboard animations and everything. So if you want to support the free lessons here on YouTube, please consider becoming a patron for as little as $1 a month, just to throw $1 in the tip jar. And if you want all the perks, which includes tab and worksheets for all of my lessons, as well as live weekly face-to-face small group video lessons, that's available for $5 a month at patreon.com/powmusic. Thank you so much, happy playing, and I'll see you in the next lesson. And last but not least, I just want to give an extra special thanks to 4 of my higher level patrons, Alan Leah, Cam Chernachan, Joff Weathermax, and Don Stringham. Thank you guys so much for your ongoing support. Happy playing, and I'll see you next time.